Yeah, this first and foremost, this is a special one. First of all, this family too, just not my pastor. Family too. But at the same time, he's the leader. He's the pastor of St. Mark Missionary Baptist Church. He serves on the board of the United Way, and he's also the task force leader of the St. Mark Outreach Center. And there's a lot more things that he's a part of a lot of different things. But no further ado, y'all, this is Pastor Kevin Thompson, and we're about to talk about the things that's going on in the city and the things that need to be done. Welcome, Pastor.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Man, it's a lot been going on
for
the last couple of years with the city council, the mayor.
That's a hot topic.
And a lot of different people. Can you share some things that you've been going through?
Well, yeah, first of all, thank you for the introduction. Thank you for allowing me to be here at Black Coffee Cafe. And please tell everybody else about this wonderful studio. Thank you for having me in your studios today here in the wonderful city of Flint.
We thank you for coming. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate having you, for real.
I've been watching, and you have some great topics and some good comments that's been coming in as it relates to this particular outreach. So I'm Kevin Thompson, of course. St. Mark Baptist Church of Flint is where I serve as pastor. I've been there for this would be my 11th year. We're going on 12 years at this time. And I also serve as task force leader of St. Mark Community Outreach. Deacon Carl Davis is the president there. Agnes Napier, they're the leaders of that particular organization. The church, St. Mark Baptist Church, is the church. That's the organism, which is the body of Christ. And then there's the St. Mark Community Outreach, which is the organization. And together we make a difference. We're a beacon light into this community. There is a lot that's going on in the city today, and as you know, many have known that that they have put on the agenda with the city council, which is a very hot topic, for us to receive $50,000 for food to help the community. As you know, we are, food, grocery stores in our community are scarce.
Yes.
And food is high.
Yes.
I think someone said that they spent like $16 or something for a carton of eggs.
Yeah.
So it's pretty rough. So it's pretty rough. And so what we want to do is we want to continue the efforts that we've been doing for the past 7 years. And that's giving food out every other Wednesday.
7 years. Y'all hear that? I mean, cut him off.
And during the pandemic, we didn't stop. A lot of distribution sites did stop, but we didn't stop. And so we was fortunate enough, and the Lord has blessed us where we didn't get sick and did nobody die. So you know how bad COVID was. And so what we wanted to do was continue to encourage the citizens. Now, before that, we had a water crisis, of course, and we started giving out water. Our church is an outreach church. We're a church outreach that reach out to the people, and so what we want to do is continue to do that. But as you know, some finances, the church has been. Church and donors have been exhausting their finances to help give to the community food. Now, we don't just have regular food, or let me just say it like this. We don't want a family to sit down at the dinner table with a Hot Pocket.
Okay.
We want them to have a meal, so we have shrimp, steak, and all of that stuff. We give that out. Sometimes we give 4 and 5 meats out along with the produce that come, and we have some sponsors. Meyer is a great sponsor. Meyer is always there for us, and then there are others. I haven't mentioned your name, but we do know what you do, and then not only do we see you and we feel it, but God sees you. And so if I don't mention your name, please charge it to my head and not my heart. But that's information we share because we care, because we actually want to take our city back. We actually want to, we have a lot of desolation that's around us, and what we want to do is we want to build our city back up, and together we can make a difference. So together we stand, divided we fall, but we got to build that bridge and tear down that wall and respond to our brother and sister call, because there is a call for us to do community outreach and to help those who are in need. It was placed upon the agenda, and it was voted down. Yeah.
It was voted down?
It was voted down.
Why would anybody vote something down for the community, though?
That's been happening.
That's been happening for 7 years, right?
Yeah. Well, this is, our the ARPA funds that was, so they was trying to allocate those particular funds, or give us $50,000. Now, there was a rumor, of course, that said, well, St. Mark got over $1 million from the state. Well, when it comes down to the state, if the state is going to give us $1 million, in which they are as it relates to our outreach center, which you understand what the outreach center does. The outreach center, we have at-risk kids program. In fact, we call it Kids Zone. And it's a safety zone for kids, and we do tutorial classes. We do, where we used to learn how to tell the time. They don't really teach that much in school today, right?
That's very important.
And then Black History, which is American history.
Yes.
And then it's good that we're in the Black History Month, now, which is American history, and they also teach them how to write in cursive.
They took out of school.
They took that out of school, right?
Crazy.
Right, and so, and then at this time, they have a plan of teaching them how to do things that your daddy taught you. You remember you had to, do some farming, planting food, because that's what it's all going to come down to now, is that we might have to start growing our own food, which is healthier for us, because I go to the apple orchard,
right?
But the apple orchard was closed. I went to I'll just say a grocery store here in the city of Flint, and I seen the difference and taste the difference in the apple. Yeah. The apple in the apple orchard didn't have that, that what's that waxy thing that they have on it to preserve it for.
Right. What they call it, shellac.
Is that what it is? Shellac.
Yeah.
Real shiny and
bug spit.
Right. Exactly. That's what it is. It's a bug. And that same bug spit is, I found out, is in some candies too as well.
It's all on like lemon head.
Right.
It's on lemons. It's on all the fruits that shine.
Right. And so that's what that program is for. And we have the senior program. We call it The Gathering. And so they come together, they play cards, checkers, and they have a good time. They do Jeopardy. They have Commit to Fit programs. Right now they're doing chair aerobics. They have a class where they teach them how to use their cell phones, because it's not user friendly for
people,
So you have the Android people on one side, and then you have the iPhone people on the other side. But bless the iPhone. Bless the Android peoples. But I think there's a comment that came up.
Miss Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
The $50,000 coming from what organization, and if the organization sent those funds for a particular organization, by law, are those funds supposed to be dispersed to that said organization for that amount?
Yes, it is. Well, it was placed upon the agenda for them to vote on that. And when they voted on it, we kind of thought, they'll let that go through because of the need, disparities, in our community. It didn't happen. And with that being said, we just want to, we throw a cry out there to the council and to the people to talk to our council so that we can do the right thing for the people. Because no one wants, to be looking like they're begging or anything. Yeah. But if the money was there to put roofs on people's houses and paint people's houses and fix sidewalks and heating units and things of that nature, and we did not do that, some of the council said they have done some of that, but whatever's left or whatever, just help your community. We have a lot of distribution sites here in the city of Flint, and we all work together. Just to let you know, it's close to 400, 600 sometime people who receive food from St. Mark Community Outreach. Just want to let you know, it's just not not just a drive up, but we have
you will see the line.
Right. We have three different operations going on. You have the walk up, you have the drive through, and you also have DoorDash.
Yes.
Can you believe that, man? DoorDash,
Yeah.
man.
Dang.
Senior DoorDash.
My mom did some of the DoorDash.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? DoorDash.
right.
Dang.
Of course, we thank everyone who has been. The community has come together. I guess here. Thank you for allowing me to be here and asking me to be here, because the community is speaking right now, and the community say, "Hey, we want to donate to you."
Yeah.
Because it was hundreds of people that was turned away Wednesday, okay, and so they say we want to donate to you, and so we thank you for your donations as well.
We have another comment. Did the council that voted it down state the reason why they were voting it
I
down?
wanted to know that too. That's the reason. I want to know that reason too. That's the question I want to ask.
Well, they didn't state the reason why they voted it down. I can't say that I don't know the reason, but I don't want I don't want to cause no problems. But I do know that a lot of it could be personal, as it relates to a particular ward, and so we gonna continue to pray for that council person. I won't name any names, but I do know that we all need help. It's for the city of Flint, not just the second ward, but for the complete city. And it's very important because I can't stand to see people hungry. I can't stand to see people struggling, and then when you struggle as a Christian or as a person, I'm a preacher. I got to go to the scriptures, and in Galatians chapter 6, it say, "Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ." And then it says, "Be not deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sow, that shall he also reap." So it doesn't make any sense if you haven't sown anything to go out and look for a harvest come harvest time.
Exactly.
But then if you have sown something, whatever you sown is gonna come back bigger. Right. You don't sow a mustard green and get one mustard green leaf, but you sow a mustard green and you get bushels, right? Exactly. And so whatever you sow, that's what you also reap. But in the hood, we used to call it karma. They still call it karma. Mm-hmm. And karma, she know your name. She coming, and so
can't avoid it.
Right. So at this moment, while the breath is still, or while breath is in our body and the blood is still running warm in our body, we should do what we can, and while we can, we should do the best that we can to help who we can. And so that's what we're doing. We're trying to send a war cry out, man. We're trying to, hey, you just need help for the community. We already had a water crisis.
I was just going to say that we already been through a water crisis.
Right.
We need the fruits and all that to backtrack all of the lead poison that our kids and stuff got that's going on with their brain. We need the healthy foods and all that.
Right.
I have a statement and a question for you, Pastor. First and foremost, y'all, like I said, this is a little different for me because we met in the shop.
That's right.
Some time ago, probably 18 years ago, right?
Right.
We had no idea we had the
We were
roots
relatives.
of being relatives, right? But from that point on, I'm just giving y'all an overview.
Right.
He wasn't the pastor yet, but he was doing those things and those works already from where we was from. He's always been a great leader. So from that point, I want to say this because it's important to me because I deal with mental illness.
Okay.
And I'm a member of St. Mark Missionary Baptist Church as well, where we have a program for that. But what I want to know is this: there was a certain thing that was going on. You don't have to elaborate all the way and say any names, but the program was trying to be hijacked. But other than that, he don't even have to elaborate on that. I'm letting y'all know that. But I want him to elaborate on what's going on at the outreach center when it comes to the mental health.
Okay, when it comes to the mental health, what is much needed right now. It was needed then and it's needed now. What's going on with the program is we have free therapy. You don't need an insurance card. Free therapy is provided by the government. It's provided the St. Mark Community Outreach Center, and there is a therapist there that will be there to help you, or therapist. If you're
License, y'all.
License that will be there, very confidential. It's good to have it there because you could be coming to the church for music, or you could be coming to the church for anything, any other programs that there, and nobody knows that you come in for therapy, but therapy is okay. It's really good, you know. I'm gonna tell you this: therapy is a blessing. It's not you go to therapy because you're crazy, but you go to therapy to keep from going crazy. You know.
Yeah.
And so
Somebody told me.
you know, it's a lot going on today. It was a story that I looked at the other day about three fellas, or a few fellas that, you know, they was hanging out, smoking cigars, having a good time. They was somewhere, and did you see that? And then and you know, and they was all having a good time, and one of the friends had committed suicide. They called him and said, hey, you know, he at the hospital, you know, he tried to commit suicide. So then after a while he got better or whatever, and they said, hey, why did you do us like that? What was going on? Because we was having a good time, we was talking, we was laughing, doing things that fellas do, you know, smoking cigars. And you know, he said I was doing a lot for everybody else, but I wasn't taking care of myself, you know. And to be totally honest with you, a lot of us do that.
Yes.
We are all guilty.
Yes,
we
all
are
three of us, I know do that.
all guilty of that, man. And a lot of times we neglect some of our family members, our children, you know, our wives, our significant others, or whatever. And we do that, you know. And so what we need is balance. You know, we need balance, and sometimes we just need to sit down and talk to someone about our issues, and you know, and just lay. You know, some people say lay on that couch, or you know, sit in that chair and let somebody, or lay it on them, and you know, and then sometimes you feel better. So we have free therapy. There we have what we call the Hour of Power. And so that's a group therapy where people come in, you know, they talk about some of their issues. It's comfortable enough to talk about their issues. We feed them, you know, they get off. So as they get off of work, they come there, and it's 1 hour, and they come and they talk. Sometimes they go over a little bit, but they be happy when they walk out, man, you know. And so it's a blessing to have that. At the St. Mark Community Outreach. It's a great outreach, man. I mean, it's helping a lot of people in the city of Flint, and my family, and help me, you know, because we all have some issues. There's some people that may have some loved ones. I believe, you know, that crack cocaine has touched everybody's family.
Everybody's family.
We have another one. So just to be clear, the Outreach Center cover the cost for the DoorDash that delivers the food to the senior citizens and those with disabilities?
Yep, and those with disabilities. Thank you. It covers the cost. And all you have to do is call 810-777-5197, 810-777-5197 and the secretaries, the administrator will be there. Just leave your name and number if there's the voice message. But you know, we cover the cost, and we thank God for, you know, governmental funds and grants and things of that nature to help us. But we started off with just us, you know. It was just us, you know. It wasn't no I, it's no I in team, but it was us, and it was some great faithful people, man, that came together and say, hey, this is really what we're supposed to do, not just have church on Sunday.
She said something else that I want to know too.
That's the information. That's the number.
The days for therapy.
No, the days for therapy.
What are the days for therapy, and how do the call for information?
Okay. The days for therapy is you know, you can call and you can get you a day, but most of the time it's Wednesday. You know, and then just she'll make make an appointment with the therapist, and she'll be there to help you.
It's the same number that you.
It's 810-777-5197. And the address is 3020 DuPont Street. Well, the church is 3020 DuPont Street, but it's 615 on the McClellan side. McClellan, 615.
Can't miss it. It's on the
McClellan, right on the corner, right there. Yep, right on the corner. But please call and you know, and come and be a part of the programs that's there. And of course, we have a lot of programs. In fact, we're gonna have Black History program this month, and we'll give you the information. We'll send it to you, and And also, if you want to donate to the Saint,
that was my next question. That was my next question.
If you want to donate, please call that number. PayPal is being set up because the city, I just want to say the city, man, came together, and some people from Northwestern School, high school, they came together and said, hey, we want to do this. We want to help keep this going. So we ask everybody to continue to do what you do, and we thank you for your contributions, and when in need, sow a seed.
And you can also don't have to wait to these programs on the weekend. Tomorrow is Sunday.
Oh yeah, which is tomorrow
Sunday. We'll be there.
We'll be there tomorrow at St. Mark Church. We'll be at St. Mark Church, 3020 DuPont Street, where our motto is a lot of prayer, a lot of power, a little prayer, a little power, no prayer, no power. Please pray for us as we embrace the next dimension and operate with the spirit of excellence. We're on our way into heaven, and we enjoying the trip, and we want you to go with us. Amen. And so we just ask you to go with us. And listen, let me tell you something. I have a friend in one of the states. Let me just say that had a thing that said, "This is not your grandmother's church." No, this is your grandmother's church. This is your child's church. This is your mother's church. This is your auntie church. This cousin Ray church.
Everybody's church.
Right, because we're in the hood like we should.
Okay.
And if you're from the guttermost to the uttermost, Jesus saves. Amen. I have to tell you that Jesus saves. It's simple. It's just Romans 10:9 said, confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus, believe in your heart that God raised Christ Jesus from the dead, you shall be saved. Well, I'm not perfect enough. I still got some issues. Well, if you still got some issues, bring your issues. There was a woman with an issue of blood, and she touched the hem of his garment when she said it within herself. And guess what? She was made whole. You're not going to be perfect, but you're going to be perfecting.
Exactly. Yeah. I say that all the time. I'm not perfect. Mm-hmm. I be I be talking to some people. They be in here doing the worstest things, and I be telling them. I be trying to, they be like, man, you always preaching God and this and that, but you out here be like us. I said, well, listen, man, this is my thing right here. Mm-hmm. If you in the streets and you doing bad or whatever, you supposed to get close to God. You need that protection. You need to pray. That's why I pray. That's why I always talk. I know I'm in the street, but I need that protection. Right. Say something happen. Somebody get to shooting at you. You need that protection.
You need the protection, right?
Right. You need
the protection.
Okay, now say you get into a shootout with a person that do pray every night. That do, do his thing. Right. And you don't do that. So who you think go win that battle right there? You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have a cover.
You think go for real. That's why I say it don't matter what you do out there. You always gotta have a good.
That's right.
And I'm gonna say it, protect you. We gonna get better in life. What he said is everyone's church. And there's you're not gonna see all these suits and it's not about that. It's about you and your heart.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, as the old folks say, I came to Jesus as I was weary, wounded, and sad, but I found in him a resting place, and he has made me glad. Come to the house. Press towards the mark, St. Mark. Come on. Press towards the mark. Come to St. Mark. I'm telling you, you have some wonderful people there, man. I tell you,
The caller.
Hold on, we gonna open up the lines.
That's cool. Okay,
5 minutes. But we're trying to figure out, what's all going. And the callers, y'all, we need y'all to help us with the city talk too. But I know there's some more going on. Yeah. That I don't know if you want to. Did you got to address or want to address? We're here.
Oh yeah, we got time.
You know what I'm saying about just what's going on city wise and what they're doing and not doing.
Well, I see some public comments, and I kind of received this in Flint Neighborhood United. We had a meeting today at 9:30 to 11:30, and it was wonderful. So that some of the people could be able to be abreast of what's going on in the community. And I have found this, seen this flyer, and this flyer is basically said that some people had some comments, and they want to they're crying out to the council, and they asking the council to please go ahead and take care of the business of the city of Flint. And and there's some council persons that is, and I'm gonna name those council persons that I see where it doesn't be so personal, and they really got a heart for the people, and they just do. Okay. I would say, and I want to say, Tanya Burns, Councilwoman Tanya Burns, has always really looked out for the people. Yes. And I appreciate her. And it's quite a few. There's Jonathan Jarrett, amazing guy, man, over in the 9th Ward. That's your ward, right? Yep. In the 9th Ward, amazing guy, man. That's really interested in moving the city in the spirit of excellence. And then there's Pfeiffer. That guy is I like that fella, man. Want to move forward. And so what we don't want to do is put the council to be against each other, but working together as one unit. And what we have is what we call our charter. And our charter protects us, but we need them to enforce the charter. And we don't need to come against the charter, and we don't need to put the charter before us when it works for whatever agenda that we have. Right. But we need to go by the charter. Right. We having that issue with the Constitution, or with the president and the Constitution. We've got DEI, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You see that situation, and then we have a situation where we got planes falling out the sky right now. Ain't that crazy, man?
Yeah.
And why?
Twice.
Twice.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah. And so we praying for those people, the family of those people, and that happened yesterday in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
So we praying for that community as well, because it's traumatic.
Yes,
it
is.
When you go through a water crisis, that's trauma, man. It's traumatic, and it needs to be dealt with. And all we need to do is right now is walk in unity and get the business of the city of Flint done. Get the business of the city of Flint done. So so it's quite a few comments that's on here. They would like the people, some people of the city of Flint would like for them to move forward with doing the business. And then if they want to, with this, what the 3rd Ward Council seat, which is empty now, the late Quincy Murphy, he passed away, and so now that seat is open, and we all know what happened as it relates to the election. It did go in election, and now that doesn't matter at this particular point in time. They have to elect someone for that particular seat. Man. And and then Councilman Mays, he stood for what was right. He had his way of doing it. Right. But he did what was right, man. Right. And he was my guy, and I could call on him at any time. In fact, before we knew that there was a water crisis, remember in 2014. I think it was in 2014. We had the water main broke, and it rushed inside our building and flooded our whole building with 55 million gallons of water.
Yes.
Just destroy everything down there. We had to renovate that. And Mays was there when the city was saying, hey, we can't cut the water off. Because, see, the people was there to pump the water out. But they said we can't cut the water off, and so Mays made that happen along with some other constituents, and we appreciate that. But the city of Flint is a wonderful place. A lot of people, if you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going, exactly. And so that's why I always talk about the St. John community. I always talk about St. And right now they're honoring Papa Jarrett. Effie's baby boy, Papa Jarrett, used to, in the city of Flint. He still he's a great figure in the city of Flint, and has been working. His family is back in the day. He had a club called Papa's Bag. But that was before our time. But we hear so much about St. John and the stories.
He told me all the stories.
Yeah, and so, but there's a lot of history in the city of Flint, and I don't call myself to be a historian, but there are a lot of bands, a lot of sports people that, came out of the city of Flint,
They still are. People still flourishing.
Yeah, the Newlywed Game. Y'all remember Newlywed Game?
The game,
back in the day. Bob Eubanks, he was from Flint, Michigan.
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
And then, and then there's Dee Dee Bridgewater, which is a jazz singer. She's from Southwestern High School. Grand Funk Railroad. It was a group, the one sing some kind of wonderful, and so, so we have, and so of course we got the Dayton families, and we got the Ready for the Worlds, and we got the Me and My Boys, and the Hunt's Determination, and all of these different groups that, so there are different recording artists, there are different athletes, and there's a lot of people that comes from the city of Flint that's very successful, and so we love our city. And we want to go to another level. You know, we want to build our city back up. Downtown looks really good.
Yeah.
It looks really good. But what about what about the north side? What about the south side? And, you know, and then people want to know about the, you know, and I'm getting myself in trouble, but, you know, for God I live and for God I'll die. But, and I know we're going to open up the phone lines. But, you know, I do want to say it looks good. There's a master plan, but are we in that master plan?
That's what I was saying. Is it for us?
Right.
Because it don't seem like it.
All right. Yeah, so, yep, so there's a lot going on in the community, and let's just get involved with all our community efforts. It's really nice at Burston. It's really nice at the St. Mark Community Outreach Center, and we want to, I do want to say something, man, that's very important to me. I would like for everybody in the city of Flint, each one to reach one, and tell somebody to call a council person. We got the council numbers right here, and we'll probably do it at the end, but call your council persons and tell them to leave Hasselbrink seniors alone. Leave that situation alone. Let them be where they are. They've been a wonderful pillar in our community, and it's a need. They feed there. They have fun there. They do and we're going to be seniors soon. One day, I am.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Soon one day,
We
pushing 50, so we get close. We gonna the other day. Ooh, 50 in a couple years.
We gonna need a place to shoot some pool. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna need that place.
Bingo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Having fun in that place.
Yeah, fan flies and tell lies, you know, about the past. We're going to need a place like that. You know how we come together and have fun.
They have fun in that place.
So, yeah, that's what I have for you.
Yeah. And the callers, I forgot to give y'all the number, but, you know, the number will be 810-218-1542. I'm going to say it again. 810-218-1542.
I ain't gonna put it in there, but it's gonna stay on there. Seems like it's a hidden agenda keeping the votes deadlocked. The 7th seat been filled would put an end to all this madness.
Yeah, I agree. Let's put an end to it and let's move the city forward.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. And that's
it's just, to me, it's crazy how people supposed to be over these wars and communities, but don't want to do nothing for them. It ain't got to be just your ward. We're all supposed to be together. What's going on with that?
well, yeah, and that's something because they have changed the boundaries or the district or of the wards. They're being changed, you know, as we speak. But we're still one city. You know, we're one city, man, and we're a great city, and that's why I say, you know, some of the council people, you know, I can say, and then Jerry Winfrey Carter, she's amazing, man, over there in that 5th ward, man. She's amazing, and you see how the houses is going up in the 5th ward, and you know, and so we should, you know, clap our hands to it and give them the encouragement that they need. I agree, man, that no matter what ward you in, that whoever you need to help that person, whatever ward it is. I see, you know, Tanya Burns, Councilwoman Tanya Burns, she helped people if it's in the 5th ward, the 1st ward, and especially the 3rd ward right now, since there is no ward council person, you know. And what they do is they try to keep the whole of the city together, and I appreciate that that they do that. That, you know, that we're one body, and you know, and we're serving God, but we're serving each other, you know, and that's what we have to be, servants. You know, that's how Jesus was. Jesus was a servant, man. He served. He said, "I came to serve." You know, so
Whatever happened to, I know maybe a couple of years ago, that one lady, it was on the news, that her basement just had backed up like that. What happened to
hey,
that?
man, you know,
And what was the issue?
See, that's it's not me. Go ahead and tell him it's.
It's me. Hey, throw the rocks at me. I don't care.
Well, it was a situation where there were, I guess it was one of the pump stations had broken, and some sewage went into some people's basement, not just, you know, one resident. I thought it was just one resident, but it was quite a few people, and man, and so they needed some help, you know, because it wasn't their fault. that the pump station broke, right? And so they needed some help, and so I got in touch with a council person to help, and that particular council person told me, to call the number, and of course I called the number, and of course we got a voice message or whatever, so I called another council person. That council person came to help, gave me the information to give to the people to help them, and it took a while for the people to get help. In fact, there are some people that's still not helped with that situation. And then I'm glad you said something about, and I know that was about 2 years ago, but I know you was really concerned about that because it was some children in that home as well, and then you gotta, it was hot in the summertime, right?
So imagine the smell.
You can only imagine, what's going on, in the home, those smells and things of that nature, but. And it's a great concern because, listen, we're being redlined in our community, whereas some people can't get any insurance. Right? They can't.
Wasn't that an issue at one of these meetings?
Well, yeah, it's been quite a few meetings, where they talked about it.
Like, they can't get no insurance.
Well, if something happened to your home. And we have a premium, or we have the deductible that we have to pay, and then the premium, it goes up, right? And so they don't want to insure certain homes in our community because of the dilapidation and things of that nature that's going on, with some houses, abandoned houses and things of that nature. And so we're being redlined, and then if we get some insurance, the insurance is really, really high. And so we need to fight for that. For coverage, that we can have coverage and we don't have to go through those things, man. Listen, that type of stuff, man, happened back, civil rights movement, with Mom and all of them, and so, and here it is, we gotta, go through all of this situation,
and try to correct it years later
we should be, we should be fired.
Why are we so divided, though, down there at that council?
Well, I would say the leadership, we have to hold our leadership, people in leadership accountable. Yes. I'm not against leadership, but I'm against how we're being led, and then we have accountability and walking in integrity. Yes. So, I would say that without saying any position or any name, but people can, again, read between the lines. And if there's anything that anyone, and I want to say, has any issues with what I said today with these great brothers or whatever, you can get in touch with me. You know where I am, and we can talk about it.
And we know who you are. Don't have a problem with it.
Right.
My issue is, it's like, why we just can't come together for the greater good? It shouldn't be just one side. Here, y'all get this. This side get that. This church get that. That pastor get that. It's deeper than what we think this stuff is.
It's politics.
Especially when it comes to the seniors, though.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Like, they automatically supposed to be good.
Taken care of.
Yeah, taken care of regardless. What was we taking from them for?
That's right.
They got seniority. They work. They the pillars of this. They the ones that worked hard to sit back and be comfortable.
And they're the voters, too.
Yeah, and they're the voters. Exactly.
They are the real voters. I wouldn't touch Hassel if I was in office, man. Or something, I wouldn't touch Hassel Green with nothing, man. I would be like, hey, what you need? How much you need?
I didn't know they was doing that much. Now they drop singers off down there. Like, they was going to the club.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
for real.
Man, they grow vegetables down there, man. They have, they have a good time. They're playing cards.
Yeah, bingo and all that.
Oh man, they be slapping bones on the table and everything, man. They have a good time, man. So like,
what's going on in here?
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, and see, we don't, some people say, well, it was a brother, and I think you remember this brother. God rest his soul. I grew up with him, and he was at that time a member of our church. Mm-hmm. And he had said to me, he says, hey, what we need to do is get rid of these old folk in this church. And I said,
I remember that.
I said, excuse me, and now the old folk in my office, right? Some ministers, and then he said, we need to get
a rocky start.
Yeah, he was like,
it was a rocky start.
And I said, hey man, listen, let me share something with you, okay? I said, I understand my assignment. And I am the pastor of St. Mark Baptist Church of Flint. God called me there, right? And then I told him, I said, and my assignment is to bridge the generational gap between the young and the old with the cross of Calvary, because the blood still works. You can't throw old folk away. We gonna be old. We don't want to be grown. Right. Wait. Just, as my daddy would say, keep laying down and getting up. You're gonna get some arthritis. Christopher made up this potion for me for arthritis, and he made it for himself too, because he got a little.
The one I got to bring you.
Right.
No.
And so he shook it up in the mason jar. See, we had to go back, right? And he shook it up in the mason jar, and you have to spray it on yourself, because you're gonna have arthritis too. You just keep on living. It's gonna happen. And so right now, what you say? You said something about us coming together.
Yes.
And listen, we're in a situation right now with who's in office as the president of the United States of America, where we're gonna have to come together. We made to come together. So it might not like me, and our opinions might not be the same. There are so many things that aren't, but hand in hand we can form a chain that never can be torn apart. So, so together we can make a difference. Together we can make a difference, because my gift is not your gift. You do well with this audio and everything. I know a little bit. I don't know a lot, but you're doing a great job. But I'm a musician and I'm a preacher, man. This is what I do. We all have different gifts, Chris, have a gift of just listening and talking to people and going off. My cousin go, hey, no. No, but listen, so there are gifts, but you was scary to say something.
We all bring our gifts together to the table. That's the thing, though. Everybody got a different talent. And if everybody just bring their talent to the table,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Bring them all together. I'm
telling you, man, we'll be so powerful, man. We can turn this whole world around, man.
God give us a talent, but we don't want to. Like most people we want that person's talent.
Okay.
You don't want your own talent. You want that. What you got that you can be more powerful.
Right.
With what you got, you know what I'm saying, with your talent. But you want to see what the next person do. You want to do it. No, we all do take what we got and use it together.
Absolutely. You got
all right, callers. I got texts on the other phone. Call the number. Not this. Don't call 810.
They texting.
218-1542. Hey, I'm not the one asking questions here. Please call 810-218-1542. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, we got an open line, y'all. Y'all can call. They texting. Say what you gotta say.
Yeah.
Say what's on your mind.
Say what we want to
Say
hear.
what's on your mind. We here for y'all.
Sneak it in. They want to sneak it in. They don't want to. They don't want to put on blast.
Yeah. But once again, it's like I'm not trying to brag and boast, but I am bragging and boasting on the leader of St. Mark, which is this man here. He don't want to hear all that, but it's the things, it's the people, and it's the community that help us do what we're doing. And we have a lot of dedicated members in that church that does a lot. There's a lot being done from the community there. There's a lot being done there. Like he said with the therapy, we got things for the children, we got stuff for the older people. We got stuff going on all week. And if you think you can sing, you can get in the choir too. We got a lot going on. And it's not to glorify what's going on there. It's to glorify God.
Right.
Because if we didn't have him, we wouldn't have nothing. But there's a lot going on there. Right. Try it.
Right.
That's all I can say.
We stand on the shoulders of some great leaders. Dr. J.S. Hopkins, the late Dr. J.S. Hopkins, founder and pastor, former pastor of St. Mark. I succeed him. He was the pastor before me, and I'm here to tell you that the church has always been an outreach church. We did it a different way then, outreach church, but it's always been an outreach church. And so what happened is we just take the baton and keep on running. He dropped the mantle, and and we just keep on running with it. We do thank God for those wonderful volunteers. Man, the volunteers is amazing, man. They're amazing. They're there at
Any weather, though.
6 o'clock in the
Any
morning,
weather.
5
Any
o'clock in the morning, man, and they're there, and we have a few heaters out there,
Yeah.
and I'm the one that I take the jugs of coffee and what is it, hot chocolate, to keep people warm, and keep people encouraged. And so we thank God for our volunteers. We really do. We thank you, volunteers. And if you want to volunteer, you can be there at 8 o'clock every other Wednesday. You can volunteer, and please give us a call at
777-5197.
5197. That's right. There on the corner of DuPont Street sits a beautiful church, that wonderful cathedral, which is the St. Mark Baptist Church of Flint. So, callers, just, call on in. And if you got any comments, please call in right now. But while we're doing that, it's going to be back on the agenda. Someone told me for the $50,000 to be able to help with food. We don't know what the vote is going to be, but we want to push them to it, right, because it's for our community. Exactly. And so we asking if you're from the first ward, you can call your councilman on the first ward. His name is Leon El Alamin. We have a caller.
We have a caller. You don't have to state your name, stay anonymous. What's going on, caller? Talk to us.
Tell them to mute their device.
You have to mute something that was going on in the background.
Okay, so of course I had some questions already. Hold on, let me see.
We can hear it good too.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pause.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we can hear you. It was just the background.
Oh, okay. So, of course I was just following up on the questions that I had and something that you said before. First of all, I want to thank you for everything you do for the community. I do know plenty of families, elders and young, that have benefited from the food drive.
That's good. Thank you.
I think a lot of what people want to know, because I did see a couple videos where people made comments about the vote and being voted down. Is it just your particular outreach center that was voted down, or was it others that were also voted down?
Well, there are other distribution sites in the city of Flint that have ran out of money, and they're trying to get money for them also. But no, we are the only ones right now that has been voted down. We are, but it's a few of them that received some money. It's a few of them that we want to get money to, so that because we're all in this thing together. So I don't know. I can't say I don't know why. I believe that it's personal or politics. But please, let's go somewhere and let's duke it out, and please don't hurt the people because of whatever way you feel about me. Let's just say it like that. Okay.
Okay. Now, those said persons, I ain't gonna call their name out, but have they tried to have a sit down conversation with you in a civilized manner?
No, ma'am.
Okay, but you are open to having to sit down to get to the bottom of what this seems the animosity that's hurting the community and not just you.
Yes, I'm open to that. I'm open to anyone, council person, whoever, for us to sit down and let's just hash it out. Let's just talk about it. Let's try to help our city. Let's try to help our city, and whatever issues it is, let's just go ahead and let's kill the issue right now, and let's just move forward. That's all we need to do. And in fact, I'm pleading with you that we do this because, listen, I don't want anything else, to happen. I want the city of Flint to be able to be helped. I personally don't like to see the volunteers with their heads hung low, and they like to volunteer, and they like to give. And they like to see the smiles on people's face when you give a gallon of milk to someone in a car with some kids, and they happy to have milk, and they don't no longer have to use water for their cereal. You know, it's a good, some kids came through the line and I know they should have been in school, but they were so happy, and so we had a lady at the end of the line. We call her the sweet lady. She give the sweets, like the, cupcakes and things. And then she gave them more cupcakes. They was like, we got food. They started singing, and then the mama was saying, shut up, they gonna think we don't never feed you or whatever, but you may feed them, but it's just the fact that we got some food, and so it's important, because I'm gonna say this, because when I was growing up, I can't say that I went hungry. I didn't. I know some people who did, but I seen a neighborhood, I seen a community coming together. If it wasn't but some spam and crackers, I seen a community coming together because the person next door, if they didn't have no hot sauce or they have, go over there and give me a cup of sugar, so I can so I can make this pound cake and it be for the neighborhood,
flour so I can cook this chicken.
Absolutely. So I am open to sitting down and talking with that person or those persons, and just try to come up with a resolution so that we can help the community.
Okay. Black Coffee Cafe. Are you willing to have that sit down if said persons will agree to it also, or at least do a call in?
Oh yes. Hey, we open for all.
Hey,
yes.
I'm gonna say it a different way. The pastor look different. I'm gonna say it this way. Ain't nobody ducking no smoke.
Exactly.
We're gonna talk to you. This for the community.
No smoke, for real.
This for the community.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you, sir.
But I get what you're saying. So it is already out there on air that you are open to hosting
Right.
Yes.
conversation.
Yes.
Even if you're not willing to do a sit down.
Hey, we wouldn't do it all.
I'm talking about if the other said person is not willing to do a sit down.
If they want to do a Zoom, we'll figure it out.
For the greater good. That's what we're gonna do for the community.
Okay, so it's out there in the open now.
That's good.
The plea where the community is begging this said persons to come down and try to get to the bottom of this also.
Excuse me. You have a great passion for your city. What's our number again? 777-5197. Come and be a part of us and be a part of our outreach and be, our outreach efforts, and you can come and be a part of our church. Just come hang out with us, because I tell you, I like your passion, your drive.
Thank you. And just to make it clear, I do not live in the city of Flint. I live in Mount Morris Township, but I do have family members who are affected.
That's good. That's
by
right.
certain things that are going on in there. I also try to keep it clean as much as possible. That I think the council is looking at things that are not important right now.
Okay.
You're focusing on things that are not really important, that are really hurting the community. Certain things could be addressed and moved on past. Like I've watched for hours online the meetings, and it's like a game. I'm going to vote no. And it's a lot of unprofessionalism that I'm not going to speak on. But I feel like the city doesn't deserve that, especially when you have seniors, and I'm speaking up for seniors right now, who drag themselves out in the cold to come sit and listen and be informed about these meetings. And then you have these votes that goes on hours and hours and hours for certain council people to walk out without getting to the bottom of it.
Okay.
And to go back with the comment that I said previous about it being deadlocked, it seemed like it's a game, because at the same time, if that 7 person can be that vote that move things forward.
Okay, it's that 3rd ward seat. It's and like you said, it's 9 people on the council. I agree with you. Someone said today in a community meeting, about what you're saying right now, that you have seniors come out there, you have an audience. People say, come down to the council meet, and some people come down there, and when they come down there, they've been weaponized by the police. You're getting put out. And so you have council. What happens is they have what they call public speaking. So they come up to the podium and they speak about for 3 minutes, and then so that you're supposed to have a council response from that. And so what I have experienced is that after certain council people respond, they respond with, hitting them, in the gut with some things, and it's personal. And then so it gets in, so when there's no respect, it's just chaotic,
Right.
and it's been chaotic. And, I said something today that there was an infectious disease in the council, and we know what that, who has that, and so what we have to do is apply the right amount of medication or the medication to the infected area. And so sometimes you have to get rid of that, and and then some people do recalls, and then sometimes they say, well, in the recall, the language was messed up, and but we all know we need to get out. And to be honest with you, man, a lot of people my age or younger are saying, I'm not voting because it's going to be what it. No, your vote matters. Get out and vote. It does matter. You want change, don't vote for people, just because you know them or just because they're black or white or, Hispanic or, vote for them if they have the, if you know that they'll do the work.
Do the research.
And if they love the community, don't just get out there and vote for somebody, we're going to have what we have, right?
Popular.
Right. Don't do that because they're popular or anything, but get out there and vote. Seriously, vote. Some of us, we voted this time and it didn't work out so well when it came down to our presidential race. And then there was some people saying, I'm voting for him because of this and this and that. Project 2025, he didn't do it. But he's actually engaging in it right now. You see what's happening after the first day. After the first day, I mean, some of our heads spent, after the first day. And so here it is, we're in a weekend into it, and a lot has transpired. So, I really believe that that the seniors that come out, they come out because they really want some change and they want some help, and the people of the community come out because they want some change and they want some help. And when they leave there, they need to feel a sense of hope, and not feel a sense of hope, but that very next day they need to be working on what need to be done, like sidewalks, and things of that nature, fall risk, when you get older, and when younger, feel like I don't want to walk over there because chances are I might fall, or something. But just take care of the needs of the city of Flint. I totally agree. That when they come out, they need to feel like they're a part, because those chambers belong to us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the council work for us.
Yeah.
Not we work for the council.
And I'm glad you said that before you speak, Pastor, and before you, caller. There makes no sense to me, and this is a known fact, so I'm not getting nobody in trouble or going to be in trouble. Mm-hmm. Certain people who don't live here, why are you on this council?
Oh.
It's for us, for the city, so I can see how that is hard for you to give, I'm going to say, a damn about people where you don't reside here.
Okay.
We got to make that make sense.
Okay.
For our own people.
Yeah.
For our own people. Wow.
Why would you care?
We going through it.
Why would you care?
Yeah.
I don't, hey, we got the pastor on, but I'm going to say it in the mind of them. I ain't doing nothing for them niggas.
Okay. All right, so with that being said, we have to come together. We have to, like you said, you really want them to take care of the business of the city of Flint, and no fighting, and all of that.
Nobody wins when the family feuds. We all a family. We all got to come together somehow.
Absolutely, and because there's a lot going on, we have to deal with our kids with lead poisoning in their bodies. That's going to be in their bodies forever. We got to deal with us with lead and PFAS and things. That, Arthur Woodson, man, Arthur Woodson is activist in the city of Flint, and I like what Arthur Woodson Thompson does, when it comes down to, because he has a great passion for his city in which he was born and raised in, and he's working on the cancer cluster study with the United States of America, and we want to give him, we want to give him all the support that we can give to this guy, because he's making it happen.
Yeah.
He's making it happen, and and sometimes you need, my aunt said sometimes you need a Peter, and like Jesus had Peter. Where Peter,
that's what
and
he
so
is.
and I would say he's Peter, because when those Roman soldiers came for Jesus, Peter came for them, right?
Yeah.
And so Jesus takes the ear, that he cut, that Peter cut off, soldier, and Jesus placed it back on and said, Peter, man, what you doing? You live by the sword, you die by the sword, but he need to let Peter know, I got a legion of angels that'll take care of this, for this cause I came. So, but the thing about it is you do have to have somebody, and I appreciate him because what he does with the food giveaway, he's out there, he's out there working, man. He's out there slinging them boxes and getting other volunteers from the community and even some people from out of town. And then there's a lot of people in the city of Flint. Listen, the food distribution is not for homeless only.
It's for everybody.
Right. It's for everybody.
Everybody in need.
Everybody in need. So come and, and be a part of, get in the line. Don't be embarrassed, because some people will get in there, and in the line and say, "Oh, I'm just getting this for my." I don't even. We don't care about that.
Think about that.
Right, man. Right.
You be embarrassed when you're at home eating, filling your stomach up,
ribs too.
You filling your family
right.
up.
So when it comes down to like the food giveaway, there's a lot of things that happens behind the scenes, all of the paperwork, all of the ordering things and trying to make sure that we take care of business right. And so we got those people, like Elder Agnes Napier, and our administrator, Shantae Dotson, and then there's Gloria, and all of the different people behind the scenes, and Joyce Davis, and all of the rest of them behind the scenes that do that work, man, and try to make it happen. And, I said some names, but it's quite a few people. Just come out there and see the people. They at work, and they do it not for the glory of themselves, but for the glory of God and to serve the people. Mm-hmm. So I did want to say that the City of Flint council members, if you want to get in touch with the first ward council person, you can get in touch with him at his office number is 810-766-7418, and then his extension is 3160. But you can call that 7481. Let me say that again, 810-766-7481. And you can ask for any of the council people.
7418.
Is that 7418?
Yep.
Yeah, 7418.
Okay. Can we put it on the screen? Oh, okay. So 766-7418.
His name Leon Elamine.
Leon Elamine. And Leon Elamine, and which is the first ward. And so we got a caller.
Yeah, we have another caller. Yes. How you doing? Calling in to Black Coffee Cafe. You can be anonymous, state your name or whatever it may be. How you doing? What the heck happened to the caller? But hey, the other caller got bumped off the line, but hey, we putting in all the information.
Okay, that's the number. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, caller. This is Black Coffee Cafe. How you doing? You state your name or not, stay anonymous or whatever it may be. How are you?
I'm fine. Yourself?
We're doing really good.
This Arthur Woodson from Flint.
How you doing, sir? We know about you. What's going on, Mr. Arthur?
Man, I can't call it slow motion. Slow motion.
How you doing, Mr. Arthur Woodson?
Take
Welcome
it
to the
day
show.
by day, man. Take day by day. And and trying to get things right in Flint, man, along with Pastor Thompson and the others.
Yeah, we were just talking about you and the cluster studies and all the good things you're doing in the community. We've been talking about a lot of things that's going on and not going on. You have anything to say about this?
Yeah, I mean, like at the, I just make it short and sweet, speak about like the last council meeting where they voted down Pastor Thompson's resolution to giving money to buy food. We got high inflation, eggs, about $6 now? Yes. And we get, Pastor Thompson give out free eggs and everything. And you have a council person that's in the second ward where the church is, with a personal gripe, personal beef against Pastor Thompson, and then you have the other 3 council people going with him. And, the first thing they yell, you making things personal and all this, but you voting against it. So last week, they demonstrated how council doesn't work for the people with their own personal agendas. Because they voted down 1 person, because Mayor Sheldon Neely, the guy wouldn't contribute to his campaign. So he has a personal vendetta against him. So he done been on the Hurley board for like 12 years. He runs a $400 million business. Now he's overqualified. They don't want him on there because of political reasons. And that's how it is here in Flint. If you don't kiss their ring, if you don't work along with them, they go after you. Or either they try to throw you crumbs to make you stay in a corner. And that's how it's been moving in Flint. So, people don't like the way that I fight, but if you really dig deep into what's going on here in Flint, you'll understand why I'm fighting. And then the people who's looking from the surface, all they see is a fight. But they don't see that there's people actually out here fighting for them. And what I found out, I fight harder against the people who I'm trying to help than the people who's taking from them.
Man. That's sad.
Yeah, it is. The water isn't fixed. They put 4 milligrams per liter of orthophosphates to recoat the pipes. That's to keep the lead from leaching. They didn't put anything in place to monitor the people. They monitored pipes, but they didn't monitor the people to see what effects will it have on the people. So 8% of Michigan have kidney, 3. It's 3.1 for the state, but it's 8.1 for the city of Flint. And orthophosphates cause kidney disease and cardiovascular disease, and nobody's looking at it. Nobody. Then we have cancer running rapid. Nobody's looking at it. We're getting ready to look at it now, but it shouldn't be a person off the street saying, "Hey, can y'all look at this? Can y'all help us? Can we get resources in Flint? Y'all did this to us. They should be like all hands on deck trying to make sure that we're right." Exactly. I mean, look at the kids. They knew that our kids was going to have behavioral issues. We should have all different types of inpatient hospital set up for the kids. They don't. They don't even have data for the kids. So it's Flint is still in a crisis. We're still in a crisis.
Right, we're still in a crisis. I have a question, or I would like for you to explain. I know your aunt was affected, and then I've seen part of the video of your aunt, but I also want you to talk about, if you can, about that one street that had all those people to die on the one street.
Oh, you talk about? So during the water crisis, we had what they call TTHM, total trihalometane. And 1957 to 1985, Camp Lejeune had TTHM. So it's like chemical PCE, DCE, TCE, benzene, vinyl chloride, you name it was in there. Flint had the same thing. So from Seward and Barnell all the way up to Ballinger and Beecher Road, McLaren had the Legionnaires. And in between Flushing and Welch and Clio, they had the highest levels of TTHM. My friend, she, my aunt, she died of 5 different cancers.
Oh,
My cousin died of 3 different cancers. My friend had multiple myeloma, and when she told me that her next door neighbor had it, I went knocking on doors. I found 8 people with this rare blood disease. And when I went to the CDC, I said, if it's a rare blood disease, why is it not so rare in Flint? Why does everybody have all these rare blood diseases in Flint? I mean, if you ask people in Flint, you'll hear leukemia, you'll hear multiple myeloma,
I've been hearing
brain,
about
throat,
that.
and cancer is up 500%. And you know, the sad part is that we're not speaking out, letting people know my aunt died of cancer, or what type of cancer, what, you know, how did she die, or my uncle died, my father died. I'm hearing it, but nobody else is hearing it. So we got a cancer feasibility study that'll probably be starting next week, week after next. And we're going to start grabbing data to show that we have a serious issue here in Flint with cancer.
That's in a small city. Man.
Got a buddy the same age as me. He and I know you telling the truth. He has leukemia.
Just like he said, 5
He's
different.
44. He's turned 44. He has leukemia.
Right here in Flint?
Yes, been diagnosed 4 or 5 years ago. Maybe 5.
Wow. So that's 2017.
Yes.
Right after the water. See, and a lot of people don't know how valuable the information was about Lockhart. Lockhart was a chemical company that was 100 yards in front of the Flint water intake.
Yep.
And they was dumping water, pollution and toxins ever since 2009. And when we went on the Flint water, the Flint River water, in the operational evaluation report that was written November 2014, they didn't know that this was going to come out. In that report, they put that it was a leak upstream at an outfall, which was outfall 1. And they had been taking all this stuff in, and our water department wasn't able to take all that out. And what they made was solvent, cleaning solvent. That's why our pipes was clean like they were. And nobody's looking at that.
Throw a Band-Aid on the problem. Clean the water up. But then think about the people. Care more about the pipes than the people.
Right. Well, they don't even care about the pipes, really.
No, they don't.
Don't even care about the pipes.
They're not even done fixing it. The problem here, everybody they think, oh, they changing the lead lines. Lead lines ain't nothing but straws.
I was just telling Cuz that. I was just telling
that.
that.
Big glass. The water mains is still dirty.
The
water
main,
main is still holding these.
what I just said the other day,
toxins.
Cuz. I said, you can change the pipes.
That can't be clean. You still have PFAS in there. You know, PFAS is a forever chemical. That's why they call it forever chemical. Because you can't get rid of it. And, this is what's causing our cancers.
I see.
But, they try to shut people down that want to give people the true information. And want people to really know what's going on. And the people, the society is built funny. We allow them to put leaders in our community instead of us finding our own leaders. We can see somebody fighting for us all day long. And when it's time to put them in position as an elected official, as a leader, or whatever the case may be, we don't want them because we base success on materialistic things. And if that person doesn't look like what society say that person's supposed to look like,
oh wow,
we don't
yes.
want them.
Like you said with the materialistic thing, it's so funny. Cause like I work over there over Van Slyke, the shop over there, they changed that water a long time ago for them parks.
October October 2014.
Yes,
It was
sir.
rusting their parts. So
Yes, sir.
You know what it was doing to us.
Yep. Yes, sir. And we.
So, I mean, when they did that, man, we were supposed to tear Flint up, man.
For real. That's what
I agree.
And I said the same
We were
thing.
supposed to tear Flint up, but
We don't
you
fight
know,
enough.
We so passive, man.
You're right.
We got that attitude.
Yeah, we
of,
don't fight enough.
I forgive you, or you know, we'll just wait and see, or let's just hold hands and pray.
Yeah.
And you got pastor on there. God give us the resources to do what we need to do, you know, but we don't use it. We don't get out here and fight, man. We start praying and we're waiting for God to come down and do it for us. And you know, in our community, we don't know how to fight. You know, the black African Americans are the only ones that didn't fight the oppressor. We're the only ones. Indians fought, Arabs fought. I mean, Russians fight. Everybody fight for their freedom except for, you know, African Americans. We go and wait for somebody to pass laws that which ain't gonna never be passed, or either they gonna put Civil Rights Act in place, and then we get 3 Democratic majorities, and they never voted in. So now President Trump can write it out because it was done under executive order.
Wow. Oh
Matter
wow.
of fact, he did it. He did it when he first got in office. Civil rights. He removed employment discrimination. I mean, why didn't Bill Clinton? Why didn't Obama? Why didn't Joe Biden? Why didn't they have Congress to vote it in so that they could sign it into law?
Right. You think about
See,
that.
Exactly.
Democrats are soft, man.
I
They're
said that
scary
too.
and they soft.
Yeah.
Republicans get in office, they do what they said they was going to do on the campaign trail. You never tell me one Republican that you didn't heard say when they got in office, well, we're going to try to get bipartisan support. We want to work with everybody. We want to get this done. Republicans don't do that. Only Democrats. Democrats get in there, wait 2 years. Oh, we tried to work with them. Now you voted out of office. Now you can't do nothing. And that's how they want it. They want to be able to fight. They don't want to pass laws. They just want to stay in power, keep sending money to the cities where the money that comes to the city, just like here in Flint, never makes it to the people. It makes it to all these big 501c3s that's getting 6 figures that don't live in Flint, got big houses out in Fenton, Grand Blanc, Swartz Creek. How is it that almost all the high-paying jobs are worked by people outside of Flint?
Exactly. You just said that. Yeah.
I mean, we can go on for days, man, talking about what's wrong.
But you just said that.
We can talk about how to fix it, but you just got too many chiefs, and then you got too many sellouts, you got too many tap dance and jigaboos. You got Horsehead Al Sharpton. You know, I mean, we can just keep going, man. People who selling us out. Roland Martin. I mean, it's on and on. We have leaders that only comes out when they know that they can make money. He's talking about a boycott.
Profit.
He's over at Costco's talking about a boycott. All he's gonna do is make money off of it, and you won't hear anything else about the boycott. Tell me one boycott where he came out and said how we achieved what it was that we were supposed to achieve with the boycott. When have you ever heard him explain what was the results from a boycott that he led?
Wow.
Macy's, Target, he just had boycotts. Remember that. What was the outcomes of any of those boycotts that he had? Republicans get in office.
Right. That's deep.
I don't trust any of them.
I'm with you.
For real.
That's for sure. I'm with you.
For real. That's man.
Yeah.
But all right, I'll let y'all get back to it, man.
No, thank you for your information. You said a lot. A lot of people didn't know that.
So, Mr. Winston, would you agree? Can you give us some information as to what's going on at Hasselbring?
Oh, Hasselbring. Oh man.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Court.
so let's start from let's start from why we're at this point. We're at this point because Ms. Beverly Lewis, which is director of Hasselbring, she had now Congresswoman Rivet come to Hasselbring. She was running for Congress.
Right.
Mayor Sheldon Nickelback Neely was running for Congress too. I'm laughing, he was running for Congress too. So she had her coming to. She wanted to come to Hasselbring and speak to the seniors, not on the political side, but just give out some information. So, because she was a state senator also.
Right.
So she wanted to give out some information. And Nickelback Millie, he called her and said, hey, don't allow her to come. And Ms. Lewis said, hey, I already locked her in, she's coming. So after she came, that's when Nickelback Millie started going after Beverly Lewis.
Okay.
So now, this is where we are now, because he has a personal vendetta, and he's a vindictive little guy, and this is his thing. He's worse than Trump, man. He's worse than Trump. I mean, look at all the turnover down there. People quitting left and right, resigning left and right, because he's a dictator, and he's vindictive, and he does things, man, that's unethical, unlawful. I mean, you name it, that's him. And and to your listeners, hey, I apologize again. I helped him in 2019. I always say I thank God for the mistakes, because my mistakes was learning lessons in life.
Okay.
But this is one lesson and mistake that I would go back and change. I always say I would never go back and change my mistakes. But this one right here, I would go back and change, man. Because this is the worst worst mayor I ever seen in my life.
Exactly.
And I would change it.
I agree. Real. I agree.
But, hey, we're going to get him out in 2026.
Facts.
We're
Yeah,
going to get him
facts.
out.
Facts. We got to.
And along with those four horsemen, well, they ain't even four horsemen, the Moose, Jigsaw, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and Raggedy Ann. I'm sorry, man. I don't know if you're in the middle or not, man. Those names that I got for them, man. My fault, man.
So how can we because I do have the numbers to our council people, because it's going back before council Monday, because the judge could you tell us about the court situation? What did the judge say about them?
The judge said that she's giving them to the city council meeting to bring it up and vote on it.
Is it that no judge, because they done been before too many judges? Is it that no judge want to really adjudicate this?
I mean, the thing is, honestly, with no paperwork, nothing locked in or whatever the case may be, if you look at it just from just saying, hey, it's a tenant landlord deal because they don't have a lease, well, they can put them out.
Okay.
But I believe, me myself, I feel that the judge gave them a chance.
Okay.
And it's up to Leon and the other three to bring it back up and vote on it.
Okay. Now Leon is the first ward, right? That's the ward it's in.
Right. That's Leon. Remember, Leon was the one that said they not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that.
Remember that. And at the last city council meeting, I said, Leon, why don't you bring up the resolution and vote on it?
Okay.
And he said it's a done deal. I mean, it's on tape. He said it's a done deal. we tried and lied. He lied about a whole lot of different things, but he could have brought it up, man. And he has no intention on bringing it up. Leon is, Leon isn't about the people. Leon is about Leon.
So if
Councilman Leon.
So if Councilman Leon El Alamein, if he votes yes for them to stay and to continue their operation or whatever, then will the rest of the council follow?
Yeah.
Because that's his ward, right?
Right. That's his ward.
Because you will do for your ward what need to be done, right?
Right. Right.
So like the second ward belongs to.
Liddell Lewis.
Okay, and so when it comes down to the $50,000 to help for the food distribution, it seemed like to me you would do what's best for your ward because you see the need in your ward, right?
Correct.
So there we have it at 810-766-7418. Call your council person and talk to the council person, the whole city of Flint. Call them and make sure you leave voice messages. But that number, you can call all the council people and ask for the extensions for whatever is going on in your ward. And I ask everyone to please talk to the second ward council person as it relates to doing the best that she can for her community.
Man, listen. Every senior in the city of Flint need to be at the council meeting, letting them know, because that's a serious voting block. Seniors vote.
That's right. See, we just got through talking about that.
We just talked about that.
Every senior need to be down there. I got to go to court Monday because they put me out. They arrested me twice down there.
Unlawfully. Unlawfully. They arrested you for.
Right.
Okay.
I got the first one dismissed, and this one gonna get dismissed. And when I start tapping their pockets, that's when they're gonna understand that you can't take people rights away. You can't just do anything you want to do. And learn constitutional rights. If you don't know them, learn them. If you don't know what you're doing, quit costing the city money, because they down there doing anything and everything, and they think just because they roll with the mayor and they took a couple of pictures here and there that, I don't know why in the African American community they will sell out their mama for a 15-minute photo op, or 15 minutes of fame on news, or a photo op, or a title. We take these titles, man, and this is only a temporary job because you are elected official and you have a term and you can be voted out.
Okay.
But we allow titles to change us.
Right. Okay.
And that's the sad part. But if every senior gets down there to City Hall and make some noise, let them know that you are going on record. This is on record. Your vote is on record. What you say is on record. And when election time come around, I don't care what you do from now until August 2026. I don't care what you do. What you do today dictates what happened to you in August. And quit allowing them to lie to you. We told them that Leon was no good. We told them that Leon was going to do them like that. And here in Flint, we like to be reactive instead of proactive. We allow the genie to come out of the bottle, and then you want everybody to help you, and it's hard as hell getting that genie back in that bottle. You got to work 3 to 4 times harder to get that genie back in that bottle.
Oh, yeah,
but
that's true.
if you start listening now, because I don't know what it is, seniors, y'all got to start listening to the young people. The way things were back in 1940, 50, and 60, it's not like that now. It's not about holding hands and singing songs and hymns. It's about getting out here fighting. It's about listening to people. You're not used to it. You're not used to change. You're not used to seeing people stand toe-to-toe with these people. Just sit back and just support. just sit back and support, man. If you see somebody fighting for you, support that individual fighting for you.
Right.
Don't start talking about why y'all fighting. Y'all just need to sit down and work together. I'm not sitting down at a table full of snakes and devils.
So you would agree that the methods that they used back in the Civil Rights Movement or the Fair Housing Act in the city of Flint that went around across the whole America, and what it was the sit-down strikers that happened here in the city of Flint, that particular method that they used then, we have to use a different method, no?
No, that method worked.
It worked.
You know what?
Because they fought, right? I would say, yeah, I thought they
fought.
Right.
And then they tore windows. Did nobody cross those picket lines?
No,
Crossed
they'll
the picket
actually
lines.
fight you for going in there, you know,
Right.
talking about going to work.
Right. It's the fight, man. It's not, I mean, you can't, as long as when we started sitting back like this, we didn't fight. We didn't fight. And they came in and just, the only reason why they came in and did something was because we was on the news.
Right.
Man, I say a lot of
That's
stuff.
the only reason.
I say a lot of stuff that happened in Flint wouldn't dare happen in L.A. and places like that, because some people will tear the city. They'll tear the city up. For
Right.
real.
Only in Flint that they can get away with this type of stuff.
Exactly. For real. We'll kumbaya and go home.
Okay.
You ain't
You know
lying.
what? But you know what? We'll tear each other up.
Exactly. We'll rip
Each other.
heads off.
Each other.
Each other.
We'll shoot up somebody's house. We'll catch them in the parking lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As soon as, hey, but let them they done killed your family
Family
members. They
members
done did
poisoned us
everything.
all. And we'll kumbaya and go home the same night and go to sleep. Sleep good. Nah.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. But I'm fighting. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight every day, and I don't care. They can dislike me. I don't care. Matter of fact, I put something up. I said, what did I say? I said, I don't care if anybody. I don't care if people don't like me. I make it worse when I find out the ones that do. You know, I don't care. I mean, I really don't, man. If I know in my heart I'm doing what's right, and I pray to God every day. I'm a God-fearing man, and I ask God to guide me. I'm not doing anything maliciously. I'm just here to help the people in the city of Flint. And every day I'm gonna fight for what's right.
Mr. Wilson,
Yeah.
I appreciate you, and of course the city of Flint, we appreciate you for standing the fight, and we want you to continue to be in the fight and to be encouraged while you in the fight. Monday, it's back on the agenda for the food giveaway or food distribution for them to vote upon it, and let's see let's see what's going to happen. And of course, I'm sure you'll be going on live tomorrow or sometime tonight.
Man, I gotta figure a way of getting back into my account, man. I lost the password.
Okay. Okay. So we'll appreciate that. Stay in the fight, man.
Yeah, we appreciate having you.
Stay in the fight.
Thank you a lot.
And thank you for all
Thank
you
you.
do and been doing and you can continue to do.
Thank you.
Thank you for standing the fight. For
Thank
real.
you. All right.
All
Thank
right,
you.
take care.
All right.
How you do this, sir?
All right. We got time for one more call.
We got time for one more caller. I think John O'Slow. We got time for one more caller. He want to talk. He want to know. Well, you can call. You can tell us. Oh yeah. But yeah, that was what we.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that was
good.
yeah. That's
He do a lot and been doing a lot. And people, they try to put a lot of smut on his name.
Right, but like he said,
Just like they did Mays.
Everybody need a Peter.
Well,
Yeah. But the thing about it is, he ain't scared to fight.
Right. No.
You know what I'm saying?
What I can't say, he will say.
Right.
So it's just that I appreciate his passion for his city.
And I'm pretty sure this guy that's gonna come, the next caller,
Yeah, he know a lot too.
he know a lot, and
So
his words might be a little different,
Okay.
but he knows a lot.
Yeah, he.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
He
But
fight
hey,
for the city too.
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. So
We waiting on you, John O'Snow.
There's
Or anybody.
There's a caller.
We got a caller.
okay. Hello, caller. What's going on? We here at Black Coffee Cafe with Pastor Thompson, and we're talking about the city council, the things that be going on in the city. If you have any advice or questions or whatever you got to say. Come on, what's going on?
Can you hear me, DB?
Oh yeah, we can hear you. Yep.
How you doing, Pastor Thompson? What's up, Chris?
What's going on?
Listen, I don't mean, hey, Pastor Thompson, you might have to cover your ears up in a minute. But,
Okay.
Listen, right? Anybody that won't support the church, man, is the devil, man. Horrible, man. Horrible. Second word, horrible, man. She the devil, man. She's spineless. You know, I've been part of city council since 2019, when I got my podcast. Hey, man, this Eric May said it right on my platform. He said, this is the worst city council ever. You know what I'm saying? And they got self-agendas, man. They not taking care of the business for the city, man. You know, they running cliques, man. They got now it's like 8 of them. Cause Quincy Murphy passed, and they won't even fill the third ward seat, all right? So it's the foe. I guess it's supposed to be the fantastic foe against the effed up foe. I ain't gonna say the word cause Pastor on here. Which is the effed up foe consists of Liddell, Leon, which I don't agree with that cause Leon all right. Julie Presley and Candace Mouchette, and then the other, the good foe, the fantastic foe was JWC, Tony Burns, Dennis Pfeiffer, and JJ Jonathan Cherry, right? So it's a bunch of it's just corruption, man. They won't even, they won't even pass they won't even get a president and a vice president, man. They going against the charter. It's corrupted, man. They use obviously they running for Neely. It's obviously. You know what I'm saying? With this scheming ass. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's just fucked up. I'm sorry about that. It's just messed up, man. And then the topic, it should be no other greater topic in Flint but water. Man, we've been 11 years, man. Come on now. 11 years, man. 11 years, man.
That's too
Since 2014, man.
Yes.
Don't make no damn sense, man. And they got people coming, jacking for position on some damn willow trees. And other stuff like that.
That's
man.
crazy.
Nonprofit 501c3 hustlers, man. You know what I mean? And like I said back what I was saying, anybody that want to help the church is the devil, man. I couldn't believe they shot that down, man. You know what I mean? That just goes to prove, man, that corruption, like y'all said, any other city when they took that, man, let them did that shit in Detroit. They would have told that motherfucker, man.
Right.
They would have.
You know what I'm saying? Man, there's a lot of stuff going on here, man. We just look the other way, or you can't say that in effectiveness because we drink the bottles of water every day.
So John, can I ask you a question? John,
Yeah, go ahead.
John Snow, can I ask you a question? So the willow tree situation is from another city, right? They bought willow trees, and so it seems as though to me planting willow trees and giving your community some food. I mean, come on.
Right.
It just don't make any sense to me, man. You should just go ahead and just.
If we want a willow tree, let's go get some from Forest Park.
Right. We have enough trees. We can dig those up and plant them wherever they want to be planted. But we're supposed to take care of the need, of our community. And I agree with that because there's some things that's been passed, man. They was passing everything, man. I was thinking of the song back in the day, "Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side." They was passing everything, and when they was passing the willow tree.
Hey, just like that 30 million, see people forget. Just like that 30 million.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
In that park, man.
All right, we hear you. Right.
So how y'all gonna invest 30 million in the park doing a
Right,
national
look at us.
disaster, man? I mean, not a national, a citywide man-made disaster.
Right. So,
Come on, man.
but
that don't make no sense, man.
but the ARPA funds are for the city of Flint, right? Would you say?
Yeah.
So somebody else in another city from Pontiac, right, came up with an idea of planting willow trees that's supposed to be good for our environment, But the truth of the matter is that if we don't have no food for our community, there won't no need for you got to make it, like make sense. And they will say, make it make sense, man. And so I agree with that, man, because it's a lot of things that, that was being passed that I really had a problem with. I was like, wait a minute, I'm here. And I know the need for my community because I live here, So why would you allow somebody else? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm glad you brought that up about the ARPA funds, right? So originally, the ARPA funds was the that was sent for the pandemic, right? It was renamed. Then it come with the American Rescue Funds or something.
Well,
right?
yeah, that's what it is.
That was originally what it was, right? So it was set to help stimulate the economy. Right. Our economy after we had to go in the house. Remember, everybody had to go in the house in 2020.
That's right.
And, but they flipped the narrative after everybody came back out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, we got this Target City, man. Go second ward, man.
Yeah.
There's so many tires on the people's houses, the roofs falling, man, their porches falling in, man. It don't make no sense, man.
Yeah.
Then they disrespecting the scenes with the house. I'm gonna hurry up and get off the house breed thing, man. That's another thing, right? I'm gonna tell you why. This is my opinion why they so hard on house break because of the association with Eric Mays, man. I'm just gonna say it, and everybody know Neely ain't like Eric, and Eric ain't like Neely. Eric told me, you know what I'm saying? And Neely expressed he got so much hate towards Eric, man. That's why they messing with the senator. That's my opinion, though. It ain't factual, but that's just my opinion. But it makes sense.
Make a lot of sense.
Leave our seniors alone, man. Leave them alone, man. Them, they paved the way. They was, man, they paved the way, man. Leave them alone, man. Let them live up they golden years, man. And leave them people alone. It don't make sense, man.
Right.
There's so much corruption in this city, man.
Right. I agree with leaving the seniors alone.
I really want to go harder, man, with the pastor on here, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you, DB.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Pastor Thompson.
Good to meet you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, man.
Hey, thanks for calling in, man.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you.
Man, peace out. Peace and love, DB. I still need you to do that, DB. I'll get with you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I got you. I'm on it.
All right.
All right, peace.
I need to do that what? I need to do that.
Ever watch this documentary you want me to watch?
So,
Okay,
the Hood Network News, I wanted to thank the Hood Network with Flint.
Oh yeah.
Hood Network News. and it's Urban Cafe. This is good. It's laid back, and I feel comfortable, and I'm so we'll be at St. Mark tomorrow at 10:45. Come hang out with us. It's a fresh revelation, fresh word from the Lord, and we're gonna have a good time. And we hang out. We don't stay in church long. How long?
No, we an hour and out of there, y'all.
So we don't sit in church all day.
We ain't get up.
That's crazy.
We know people watch football and everything.
Right,
and you got family.
Right.
We know that. So hey, it was an hour. Hey, if you don't believe it, come try.
I'm not sitting in church all day, man. I got work to do. I'm just being real with you.
Y'all up on y'all offer,
yeah, come hang out with us, man. I'm telling you.
He's not long. An hour.
Yeah.
For real. I don't care how long it takes.
We
take y'all up on y'all offer, man. Therapy and all that. Everything.
Yes, it's all there.
So please take advantage of all of the things that's happening there on the corner of 3020 DuPont Street and 615 McClellan Street. Please do that. Thank you for having me. That's so cool, man.
We appreciate you, Pastor, for coming. We appreciate you.
I said, man, this the realest dude. You know how this podcast comes, so you real for coming.
Wait, he's seen us.
Y'all
cut up. He's seen us.
Y'all cut up.
And he still came here. He's seen us.
Right.
That's real. Right there.
I
appreciate that.
And I know
we can be professional. Y'all see that, right? It ain't just the end stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So I appreciate y'all and thank you, and I hope I can be able to come back because after this it's going to be, they're gonna, okay, so we're gonna have to come back and and we're gonna have to right, and we do still we do that caller that called.
Yeah.
Those council persons or that council person.
We can do that.
That want to meet, we can meet.
If you don't want to meet, call in.
Call in, because we got to help our city.
We gotta
let's do it.
Exactly.
Let's put it aside and let's help our city. Okay, and we again thank you, St. Mark Community Outreach Center, Strong Center, who is anchored in the community. Thank you, and to all of the workers and all of the volunteers and the leaders there. Thank you for everything you do, because most people, people don't get paid to do this thing, man, and they do it from their heart. And I appreciate y'all, and I just want to give you my heart. Thank you so much. Until next time.
Until next time,
brother Chris.
This was a different and a great show, actually.
Yes.
It's a lot of information, more informational. I'm gonna pass it to Cuz in just a second, but we'll make sure this one is really important. We need y'all to share this. This will go up on Go Farm Visuals on YouTube too.
Yep.
Cuz will tell you when it's gonna go up. We need you to share.
It'll be up tomorrow, y'all.
We need you to share this tonight. This is for the city. Like, this is real important. So we need y'all to share this. Everybody, you know how to do it. Share. If y'all didn't know, @highlight, @follower, everybody, so it reach everybody. So y'all share it. It's @highlight or @follower. So everybody, because this is real important.
Remember, y'all, 3020 DuPont Street. Therapy on Wednesdays for y'all. Did you say Wednesday? Wednesdays therapy. The number 810-777-5197. Y'all, for real, y'all.
And the at-risk kids program, which we don't call it at-risk anymore, we call it Kids Zone. On Tuesdays, we got open gym, man.
Yeah.
Open
Man,
gym
that's
on-
Hold on. Let's talk about the gym, though.
Yeah. See,
Talk about the gym.
open
Before
gym.
we get off. No, talk about the gym.
What
Talk about the gym.
The gym.
Like, who was a part of that?
What?
With the gym. And his foundation was there at one.
Okay.
Talk about that.
Well, from the vision of our deacon at the church, and
Yes.
we named the gym after him, which is the Davis Gymnasium, and he got a mural up there for the. Help me out. The Flintstones. MSU. And so you can see the mural up there. It's really, really nice and, inspiring the kids. We're also going to do other stars, or Clarissa Shields and other stars, Glenn Rice and everybody, so we can show the kids, because, we're visual people.
Yeah.
And so,
hope.
right. So a member of our church was born and raised there. His name is Morris Peterson Jr.
Oh, okay.
And so he's there also in the Morris Peterson Jr. Foundation. Helped us when we was during the water crisis and food giveaway when we first started. That's where we started. Well, we actually used to do at that time. What was it? Thanksgiving boxes with the Morris Peterson Jr. Foundation, and so we built from there, and so our gym program, man, is a hot program. The kids come from everywhere. Some kids are now getting bused there. And so we need volunteers, and of course we have to vet everybody. You got
Yeah.
So we dealing with our children. We want the best for our children, and so we have the gym program, and then also while they're in the gym playing and things of that nature, in the fellowship hall, which is a wonderful fellowship hall, they're teaching the kids different things. They're making parfaits and stuff like that, teaching kids how to cook instead of taking something and putting it in the microwave. Because what I noticed, and I was looking over here in your studios, is that you have a juicer.
Yeah.
And so, and that's what's good right now. We need to start juicing and eating the natural things, and take and every in moderation, the processed things or whatever. But really, to be honest with you, I'm glad you said something about the gym program, because they also have a Commit to Fit program with the seniors where they do chair aerobics, and I mean they really be working it, but they take water breaks. And so, with that being said, our refrigerator is our medicine cabinet.
It is.
That's our medicine cabinet, because I found out, that, I've been taking turmeric and all of that other stuff, and black seed oil. I got the ginger root, and I elderberry, and I'm better, and I'm better, I even look better to myself.
Yeah.
Had to look good to myself. Right, I feel good.
I've been on my kale and that's why I got the juices. I've been doing you see all the stuff under there.
Absolutely.
That's all the black seed oil. Man, and since I've been doing that, like on my back, I started doing it because I had back problems. I had inflammation in my back. So when I started doing that, the black seed oil take the inflammation out. I've been so, you know,
Right.
if I was taking medicines, Motrins, and all the pills, but I substitute that with all the black seed oils and all the natural stuff, and I've been doing great. I'm talking about feeling great.
Right. And it's safe to say that the leaves of the trees and the herbs of the field are for the healing of the nations, to the nations, right? That's what the scriptures say, right? So that's the truth.
It's the truth.
I said it is the truth.
It is.
It's the truth.
Right.
For real.
So I know when I leave here, he gonna lead to the herb. God bless him. God bless you all. It's time to get some rest, man.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all.
All right.
Black Cafe, peace out, y'all.
On that note.